Okay, my name is Mia Flitt. Today is July 24th, 2025, and this is my reflection journal on how my project's going and how the course is going. Some areas that I feel that I am excelling at is that I feel like I'm putting a lot of effort into my work, and I'm also putting a lot of time into my work. And I feel like I'm getting a good understanding of the concepts that are being discussed. But in relation to putting a lot of time into my work, it's been kind of hard. Some areas of struggle were, having that gap of summer and then transitioning back into school while it's still summer, and, kind of seeing your friends go out and do things and having to stay back a little bit more because you have to do schoolwork is hard. I'm also struggling a lot with the videos. I feel like they're very difficult to upload and they give me a lot of problems, and I think I'm just someone who would prefer written work and kind of like the quizzes that we did in the first couple modules. It's also kind of difficult not having that direct, easy communication. I've taken summer classes in the past, but I feel like this one has been a lot more extreme and it requires a lot more work and a lot more thinking, and not having that easy, direct communication with someone has made it really hard to go through the course. I also think it's hard because I feel like I'm not receiving a lot of feedback, so I really don't know how I'm doing in the course or what I could do to improve my work. Going into the third week or ending the 7th module, it's been kind of hard not having a grade in yet, and I'm not really able to reflect and do better if I did not as well on an assignment. And I think one of the last things I'm struggling with is the behavior change project, because we're not in a school setting and I don't have an access to a student. I have younger family members, but it would be really difficult for me to be with them the required amount of time. For the behavior change project, I am using my mom as my student. And I tend to collect my data during our dinners and during the conversations that we have with each other. The target behavior that we're trying to change is her not using her phone as much during family dinners or during quality time. So it's also a little bit difficult to collect that data in front of her, because I don't have a notepad out during dinner because I don't want her to feel awkward or obligated, so that's something that I have to do afterwards. So I also have been using latency recording when using her phone. So me asking her at dinner, say she's on her phone, can you please put your phone down while we're eating, and collecting and seeing how long it took her to do it, and her response and her reactions. As for my growth while doing this project, I feel like we have learned a lot of things that haven't been touched on our other courses. We do learn quite a bit about behavior management and classroom management, but this dives in really deep and really narrows in on it and different strategies that we haven't talked about before. Following the project, I am going to be making the replacement plan. One of the challenges, I think, navigating this, once again, I am doing it on my mom, so that makes the whole project a little bit difficult while not working with a student. And it's also, I feel like I'm overthinking a lot of things because it's such a simple and easy task and it's not academic related, that I'm struggling to come up with ideas. So yeah.